And right there, guys, was Evidence by Josh Baldwin. Good morning and welcome to Rhema Central Coast. Can you believe it? We are here again this Sunday morning. I hope your Sunday is looking to be a pretty fantastic one. A big happy Mother's Day to the mums out there. It is Mum's Day, so if you happen to be somebody who has yet to get mum a little something, here is your reminder. You have got not a whole lot of time probably until you need to jump on that. But in the meantime, I want to say to the mums out there who are being celebrated today, thank you. Thank you for your contribution to what happens in the world, here on the coast, in this state, all over the place. The things that you do for your children, whether they happen to be, they might even actually be interstate or even in a different part of the globe right now, but the time that you put into your kids, the prayers that you put into them, the way that you guide, the way that you're available for them, these are not things that are to be overlooked. So thank you for what you do. For the mums out there who are feeling a little bit sad today, perhaps it's a bit of an awkward one. There might have been some tougher stuff that's happened this year. Perhaps you're feeling it. Or the other way around, maybe you are missing your mum. Maybe there's something that's happened throughout the year, or even years actually. That's caused a bit of one of those feelings of I'm not sure how to take this sort of scenario when Mother's Day rolls around. My thoughts and prayers with you guys today as well. I know it can be hard, but it's certainly a need for us to recognise the role of mums because, my goodness, they do some tough stuff. In the last year, I've had moments where I've watched friends wrestle with their teenage kids who are fighting, siblings. I've watched other mums who have just, been in those moments of absolute despair and meltdown. I've stood on the outside and I've just watched mums guiding their kids, even though they know themselves have not, they haven't necessarily had a great experience with, being raised by a mum who has demonstrated things to them, to give them an idea of what being a mum could or should be. I have been in awe of plenty of women who are doing the role of mum. Other women who have stepped up when there's a need for a mum sort of role in children's lives or even young adults, doesn't matter. What women are doing for the generations that are coming up and the generations that are yet to come up, it's inspirational. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to be a mum. It really is. It's hard to navigate all the things, and especially when you have, the most important people in your life. It's tricky. So well done to those women out there who are just stepping up and just doing what they can to help the next generation, whether they happen to be their own biological children or, in some other capacity. Thank you for caring about those who are coming up. Now, I know this week we had talked about doing, we were going to, and I had every intention, but just totally forgot it is Mother's Day. We were going to be doing a sort of a week on Greece. I'm going to put that on pause. We're going to do that next week because I think Mother's Day is certainly something we need to explore. Just give honour to, just a day of respect to the mums out there. And we can always talk about Greece. There's always next week. So yes, I will follow that up as of next week. But today, let's celebrate our mums in whatever way we can. I'll see you in a minute. Hey, welcome back, Coasties. That was Sons of Sunday singing Running with Angels. How's your day going so far, guys? I hope for your sake and, for those in your world, you are off to a pretty fantastic start. If you're listening to us for the first time, you may be even just wondering who you're listening to. Well, you happen to be tuning into us here at Rhema Central Coast. I am Lindy. I'm your Sunday morning host here. It is always a delight to spend my Sunday mornings with you. And today is an extra special one because it is Mother's Day. And we want to honour our mums, the mums in our lives. They are pretty special people, are they not? And I have to tell you, this year it hits a bit differently. I am about to become a grandmother. I go by Lala for the second time in a few months. And my daughter is pregnant with her second child. And we've got a little baby girl coming. I can't wait to meet her. But it hits differently this year because my daughter, the one that I'm referring to at the moment, is she was actually my Mother's Day gift a long time ago now, 24 years ago. But I had her on Mother's Day under circumstances that were not pleasant. I had just had my ex-husband walk out only a couple of months prior. So he left when I was 7 months pregnant with her. And it was messy. The labour was messy. The after sort of conversations were messy. It was just a really awkward time. And yet amongst all of it, I had this gorgeous little baby. And that gorgeous little baby pulled me through so much. Well, this year, as she's pregnant with her second child, she was my second child, I'm seeing things from a different perspective. And it's strange, isn't it? When we have these things pop up that we think are just kind of dead and buried. They've gone, it's finished. There's these parts of our lives that we think, oh, yeah, that was tough, but And then something pops up and you suddenly go, ooh, okay, I'm feeling this. I can see things from a different perspective. It's kind of odd, but I respect my daughter. I appreciate her so much more just by having this reminder and seeing her in this season where she's about to bring her second child into the world. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense to any of you guys. I hope it does, because I'm still trying to make sense of it myself, I think, actually, if I'm really honest. But I don't know, it's extra special this Mother's Day. I'm so thankful for the gift that she was and that she still is to me. And I'm thankful that she now gets to experience the gift of bringing her own daughter into the world. And this is the thing, Mother's Day is a day to be celebrated. It is a day to honour our mums. But it's also a day to recognise, what we went through to bring life into the world as mums, but also to celebrate where our kids have gone and the things that they're doing in their lives. It's a day for us to recognise what an awesome gift it is to have that relationship between a mother and a child, and to celebrate those just phenomenal moments like, those moments of I'm going to know what it feels like to bring my own child into the world, or children, or whatever. It is a gift, mums. It is a gift to be able to work through these moments and to be able to see where our kids end up and to celebrate those achievements with them. So while we celebrate mums, and we say thank you to each of you who are the mums of the world, especially here on the coast, I want to say that it's also a moment or a day for us to celebrate what our children have given to us and what they continue to give to us. And I pray that you can feel that and you can experience that more and more as the day goes on. We're going to talk some more Mother's Day stuff when we come back. I'll see you soon. Yeah, welcome back, hosties. That was This Is Our God by Phil Wickham. Good morning and welcome to Sunday mornings. Welcome to Rhema Central Coast. Welcome to the start of Mother's Day. A big happy Mother's Day again to those who are out there who happen to be a mama. You are very, very special to the world, so thank you for what you do. Thanks for putting up with the temper tantrums, the dirty dishes, and plenty of clothes that need to be sorted out. Thanks for putting up with the homework drill, the emotional outbursts, all the stuff that just goes down on in your house. Yeah, when I think of that, I know I could start to spiral and all sorts of thoughts there. It's a heavy thought when you think of all the things we put up with, isn't it? It is kind of like, whoa, oh yeah, okay, it just doesn't end. Even when you go to sleep, you're still waiting for the next thing, whether it's someone waking up in the middle of the night or climbing into bed with you or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just always happening. For some of you who have adult children, you might be thinking, no, I hope my kids don't climb back in bed with me because we need our space. Well and truly, yeah, I can understand that. I still have younger children. So I've got younger children, I've got older children. So we've got all bases covered. But yeah, the things that we do as mums, it's heavy, it's big, it's good, because we do have a massive impact on who the generation that we have, coming up now, who they're going to be, how they're going to see the world, how they are going to address life and each other. We teach our children how to, both be respectful and how to expect a sense of respect from others. We teach our kids the morals, the moralistic stuff, the values that go beyond just, our interactions, They go into the big, big wide world. We hope and we pray over them. We pray that they can see things for themselves before, big mistakes get made or things get said or done that are just a little bit too hard to come back from sometimes. Having said that, with God by their side, nothing is too hard. But we do the stuff that just doesn't end. There is no off switch. It's always this sense of, I've got to think ahead. And so I think it is well and truly earned today when we say Mother's Day, and we give one particular day of the calendar year to our mums, because they are doing the work even when we think they're doing nothing. They're still sitting there thinking about how they can help this child or what they need to do, to be there to support this situation, or it doesn't matter. There's always things happening. So mums, I hope you get a chance to put those feet up today. I hope you get a chance to turn that little mind of yours off, to have the freedom to be able to just say, you know what, guys, if you're going to fight, someone else is going to sort that out. If you are dealing with temper tantrums constantly, I'm hoping and praying that you have people step up to say, leave it with me, I'll sort it out. I just hope and pray you get a break, because we need it. We really do need that time out. And, I encourage each of you to take it each week as much as you can, at least once a week. 1 day a week is what I was actually trying to say. It didn't quite come out that way. But I know when you're a mum, there's not really any chance to call it. So I guess, you just got to kind of roll with it sometimes and take what you can. But I hope and pray today is a day that you can do that. You deserve it. You are giving and giving and giving, and you need it. It's amazing what you do. So thank you again. I'm going to leave it there. We'll see you in a minute. Well, I hope you are feeling pretty good this morning, because that was Good Feeling by Austin French. You have every reason to be feeling good if you're a mum, because it is Mother's Day. Welcome to Mother's Day, mamas out there. And a big, big happy Mother's Day from us here at Rhema Central Coast. Genuinely mean that. Thank you for what you do. It is such an honourable role to have, but thank you for rising to the challenge of doing it, because it is not easy. Not at all. Guys, welcome to Sunday morning. We're kind of this is the last hour, so we're sort of, we're rounding things up and kind of moving on from here. We were going to be talking about Greece today, because I had initially decided to do a 70 days travelling around the world sort of theme, but you know what? I totally forgot what day it is today. So it is important to kind of call time out on that. We're going to talk Greece next week. Certainly that is something for us to explore. But this week is a day. It's a day here on this Sunday to celebrate our mums and to say thank you to the mums in our life who are just pretty fantastic. But I would go one step further. Certainly in the Christian world, I know that we are not all, it's not always all fantastic and, everything's, all smiles and rainbows and unicorns and all those sorts of things. I know that we come across trials. I know that there are hardships, that family dynamics change, that we have people that walk out, the people that walk in. We have people who are hurting us in our families. We have issues of violence. Domestic and family violence is sadly no different. We do still see that sort of thing in the Christian home. It does not make it all right. Doesn't matter. It's just messy. People being distracted by what is not of God and being pulled in directions that are not what He wants for us. We see it everywhere. It's in our homes. Doesn't matter if we're Christian or not. But certainly if we are looking at sort of the idea of how God wants us to do things, as the absolute ideal, we are looking at the idea of one man and one woman, coming together as a whole person, really, in the eyes of God, because he says that He created us, male and female, to be just like Him in His image. And this is how we make children. We have the gift of reproduction through one man and one woman. I know we've been tested on that in recent times, but in terms of the Christian home, this is how it kind of, the ideal scenario looks. So given that, obviously we're looking at the woman today in terms of a motherly role, But I want to highlight some stuff that might give us even more appreciation of who the woman is. She brings life into the world, and she nurtures, and she feeds, she covers the children, she protects them. Even before they have entered the globe, she is there to protect and to get to know that child. I know I can still tell you the different types of movements each of my kids had as they were growing within me. They were different, and I got to know them. I got to know who they are and how they do things, and, you know, it's bizarre, these things you learn about your children even before they are here. But you do when you're a mum. But looking at the sort of the backdrop before we get to that point of motherhood, if we are doing things kind of like, you know, what God would sort of hope for us, I guess, this is the sort of thing that a gentleman may be looking for. The wife of noble character, a wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She's like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand she holds a distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honour her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Powerful stuff there, is there not? We've got plenty of women we can think of when we think of these words. There are plenty of women, especially the mums out there, who are doing plenty of these things. Honour her today, whether she happens to be somebody who has children or not. It's a good day to celebrate the women in your life, especially those who have gone even further and helped with the next generation, our children. We are very fortunate to have some great women out there. Thank you again for what you do. And men, if you are in a situation like right now where you can think, my wife is a good one, make sure she knows it today. It's a special day for you to celebrate her. And it is a good day for you to say thank you to God, because he has given you so much through the awesome person that she is. Celebrate. All right. See you soon. And welcome back, Coasties. It's awesome to have you guys here with us on this awesome Mother's Day. Yes, it is. It's Sunday morning, but it's also Mother's Day. So, again, from us here at Rhema Central Coast, I have said this a few times this morning, guys, but I'm going to repeat it again because who knows who is just joining us for the first time. If you are just joining us and you are a mum, thank you for what you do, and a massive Mother's Day blessing to you. I hope and pray you can feel incredibly blessed today. I went through Proverbs 31 just before we had a little bit of a time between, I don't know, it's probably about half an hour ago I was chatting to you guys. And I was just talking about the gift of what an awesome godly mother or wife looks like based on biblical principles. And she's pretty special, and she's also somebody who we can see her in many of the people in our lives. If you recognise some of the traits of the Proverbs 31 woman, I urge you to go to those people and say, You know, this is something that is really very special about you, and I'm so thankful that God has given you these gifts or these abilities to be aware of how your household runs or how to treat your husband and speak in a positive sort of light so that people are able, they can honour him and respect him. I really appreciate that you as a mum are organised, that your kids have everything that they could need and more. As a mum, I thank you for what you do for your children, because I get to know what great kids they are. We have to notice the things that other people are doing and bring honour to them today. Being a mum is not easy, and it doesn't help when we often hear the words like, oh, it will get easier. It does, apparently, but it doesn't make it any easier when you're caught up in it sometimes. So sometimes all we need is just a word of encouragement, the things that people that are, literally can see that we are doing, to give some sort of some light into the efforts that we're putting in as mums. It's nice to be recognised. Dads, you play a big part of that. So if you happen to be someone who is, whether you are with your, if you're married, if you're with your wife, or you're separated or even divorced, you can recognise the gifts that she is giving to you through the way she's caring for your children. And there is always an opportunity to say, hey, you're doing a great job. So I really urge you guys today, speak it out there. Put those positive thoughts into words. Perhaps if you're up for it, a nice little gift or a bunch of flowers or something nice to say, hey, you're doing a great job. But I guarantee, just being noticed, being appreciated, it's going to go a long way. So again, I hope you guys have a beautiful Mother's Day to the mums out there. Celebrate, but rest and enjoy the gift of your kids. They are a treasure, and they do get older pretty quickly, apparently. I'm still waiting on that for some of mine. But it is, every day is a gift. And I hope and pray you can grab hold of today, celebrate it, and celebrate it with the people you love, because they're the ones that give us purpose. Rightio, guys, I will see you next week when we are talking Greece. But as I said, happy Mother's Day. Have a super, super Sunday, guys, and I'll see you back here next week. Stay safe. See you guys.